The Civil War was one of the first modern wars, as we'd like to call it, because it had use of modern military technology similar to what we'd still use today. It was the first use of rifles, repeating rifles like the 1842 the Springfield rifle. And it was one of the first rifles that had a very fast rate of fire, over 3 rounds a minute. And with this, it was much easier for soldiers to obviously kill faster because they could shoot faster. Same thing, the Colt revolver was another new weapon advancement that enabled soldiers to fight faster and better. They were able to load 6 shots at a time, and it had a fairly rapid rate of fire, so they were able to, obviously again, kill faster, kill better. It's also about knockdown power. These rifles were much better about being able to knock people down. They could hit faster, hit harder, and were better able to kill. Another technological advancement was the use of news media. We don't really think about this during the Civil War time, that, there was news like there is now, we got the internet, everything's kind of instantaneous. Well, back during the Civil War, they had what was sort of instantaneous, was newspapers and magazines that would publish, a week or a couple of days afterwards. And this was obviously a very large advancement compared to earlier forms of media where it took months to transmit information. They were able to, through use of like telegraphs or use of the railroad, able to transmit information up to the big cities in the north or the larger population centers in the south, so the people in the cities or far away from where the actual battles were occurring could find out what was actually going on down in the field. Now, with all these weapons advancements, there was also advancements in medicine during the time. This was the first use of battlefield nurses and also the first use of improved medical technologies to help treat soldiers' wounds. Obviously, if you can keep a soldier alive and fighting, he's far more valuable to you than having somebody who's been, decapitated and or incapacitated by being shot at. So if you can keep them alive, keep them fighting longer, you've got better use of your available soldiers.
Overjoyed with a recent victory, Jackson comes running towards his men.
Union cavalry! I'm General Hooker, Commander Army of the Potomac. I've just recently survived a brush with death as a Confederate cannonball has destroyed the porch of the house I was at. And some of my men, tried to tell me to step down from leading the army. But doggone it, I'm gonna win this battle. Because if I don't, President Lincoln's gonna roast me over coals. And as the battle has gone on through these days, I've noticed that their army has been acting a lot differently than before. I mean, they divided their attention before by surprising us, but I think they've even divided their army even up more, because I'm pretty sure that one of their major generals has been taken out. This will probably be a very good advantage to us. And my plan is right now is that as long as I can regroup with General Sedgwick, I'm pretty sure I can turn this battle around in Fredericksburg. So as long as Sedgwick holds this position and I can regroup with him, I'm pretty sure this battle will not be lost. And we might actually be able to put a blow to the Confederacy.
Let's go, boys!
General Lee, care to give us your closing thoughts on the battle?
Absolutely. The skirmish took over 6 days and our casualties were a bit higher than I expected. But I think my plans went off rather smoothly. Our surprise flank attack went off without a hitch. We gave those Yankees a licking as they were enjoying their daily rations. But sadly, I can't say it was a total victory. I lost my right arm in the battle.
I'm pretty sure it's still attached to your body.
No, it's a metaphor for losing a great general and friend, Stonewall Jackson.
Well, other than that, how do you think the Confederacy will do in an attempt to invade the North again?
I'm sure we can do without Stonewall. As for our next conflict, I wouldn't be surprised if we could take Gettysburg without breaking a sweat. I hope we can get this war turned around. I'd like to keep the South from becoming more engaged in this horrible war. I will do what is required for me, for my state, for honor isn't about making the right choices. It's about dealing with the consequences.